behind the cape. Aaron Pierre is getting serious looks at being James Bond. So we've talked about James Bond from a standpoint of why don't we just have our own like black spy character? And a part of me is a little bit tired of seeing Aaron Pierre get every single role. But at the same time, I can't be mad at a black man getting his money if that's what we're looking at here.
When we were talking Black Bond, I like the idea of the other Idris Elba.
Idris Elba,
a little bit more than Aaron Pierre.
That too.
I don't. If he's going to be locked down in a franchise for the next decade, I guess I'd like it to be a character who he has a chance to grow. Mm-hmm. It is a respectable mantle to hold, regardless of the actor. I just feel like his impact would be a little bit greater doing it in a character that wasn't tied to names like Sean Connery and Pierce Brosnan, and it's just a long line of very white actors that he was just kind of meld into. And I don't know, let's be honest, he'll be treated as the other. He'll be, they won't look at his reign the same way that they'll look at the
Pierce Brosnan,
the rest of them. Daniel Craig's, yeah. And I just don't think it does you any favors to invite the vitriol when you're trying to ingratiate into a character. I'm gonna be honest, like it for me, it doesn't feel like a mountain that's worth climbing. That's my personal belief. Now, do I think that in 100 years that if he was offered James Bond, he would ever turn it down? No, absolutely
of course not.
They offer him James Bond, he's taking it.
Yeah.
He's taking it 100%. Mm-hmm. He's also a very good actor. I mean, I think just seeing him in, what was the movie on Netflix? What was that shit called? Rebel Ridge. I think Bond would be a very good fit for him. But, again, that's 10 years he's playing Bond, and he's not playing. I mean, does he even continue as Jon Stewart at that point? Why would I play Jon Stewart on a TV show for congruent seasons, and we don't even have any plans for any movies around Green Lantern, and I'm being James Bond? Like, yeah, I'll give you season 1, and then if you don't pay me an unholy amount, I'm going to go focus on Bond.
Aaron Pierre is like 33, 34, somewhere around there. You think it's only going to be 10 years?
That's about what Daniel Craig got.
Daniel Craig's been in it for longer, hasn't he? No?
It wasn't that long. It's around a decade.
Really? I feel like it's been so long since he's been 007.
So when was the last 007? Like 2021-ish?
2021, yep.
The first one was in Quantum of Solace, was 2008. 8? Okay, so
13
years,
that's
a little over a decade.
Yeah, that's not that crazy. Oh, no. He became Bond with Casino Royale in 2006. So
oh, okay. Yeah, no. He's been around for a minute.
It's been 15 years.
He was around longer than Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Pierce Brosnan was probably about 10 years.
Okay. So, yeah, he had about 15.
Yeah.
Which, again, is pretty long.
Pierce Brosnan starred in 4 films from 95 to 02.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's about 7 years. So, yeah, I mean, it's an average, though. It's an average about 10 years or so.
Facts.
So, I can see that. But then, like you said, like, if he's going to be the Green Lantern of the DCU, that's going to also require a certain amount of time to establish a character if they make it to, Justice Leagues and, things of that nature.
Yeah, I don't see him even continuing to do that if he gets Bond. Why would you?
Woody McClain from Power...
that boy Kane.
From... I forgot he was in The Harder They Fall.
Who was he in The Harder They Fall?
He was...
yeah.
He
died.
I can't remember his name, though.
He died in the beginning.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Harder They Fall, and he was also in the Bobby Brown story, the new edition.
And Yolanda Adams' music video.
People don't know him from that.
I'm heaven for me.
He is creating his own rom-com. So, last week I did say, I was introduced to Woody McClane before Kane is Power and all that stuff. So, like, the rom-com doesn't seem that off for me, but being that he does feel like he's typecast and people probably do feel like they know him as Kane, this might feel like it's out of left field.
He was on Cam Newton shit last week, boo-hooing, and Cam wouldn't cut the damn, wouldn't edit the damn podcast. Left the whole ordeal in the joint. Like, from start to finish, didn't even move us ahead in the action.
The thing is, Woody was the one that apologized. I was like, man, what? Bro, if you don't tell Cam Newton to cut all that, he's the one that should be apologizing.
Anywho.
But
shout out to Woody. Yeah. I'll be excited to see the concept and talk about the movie when he has more to bring us.
I like I said, I know him from more of a comedic feel, so I think this is kind of a return to form for him at some level, but I've never seen him, I guess, create an entire comedy, so, I'm excited to see what it'll be. For sure. The OG Blade writer, David Goyer, he's been talking a lot about this new Blade film, and he is completely baffled as to why this film is taking so long to write. It's a simple formula.
Vampires.
Blade needs to go kill vampires.
A little kick ass here, kick ass there, kill the vampire, the end.
So what's taking so long with the script?
I don't know, man. Your guess is as good as mine. I think at least one factor that can be confirmed about it is the fact that Mahershala Ali is not just going to take anything. Mm-hmm. He's not just going to run with anything. And whatever is bore out of that has, resulted as how it's going. But I don't think that he is one to just kind of accept what Marvel is getting. And what we have seen in the amount of time that it has taken them to get this film together from 2019 when it was... No, was it 2019? Yeah, 2019 when it was announced till now.
It was before the pandemic.
All of the films, well, not all of them, but about 85 to 90% of the films in that time have been shit.
Yeah.
Have been bad. So it's not out of the realm of possibility for me to think that whatever they've tried to come up with Blade has continued to be bad and Mahershala just hasn't signed off on it to make it move forward. That's not out of the realm of possibility to me. Because, again, the films that they've actively been making in that amount of time have been terrible.
Yeah.
So,
the Comic Book Shop show, which, have we ever talked about it?
Yeah. When it got announced, we talked about it here.
When I saw it on Twitter, like the clips that they made of it, I was pretty excited for it. But their cast has expanded to include one of the characters from Walking Dead.
Yeah. Carrie Payton, Haley Law, Raul Coley, and J.B. Blanc. Two of these faces I recognize. The Walking Dead guy, and then this guy all the way to the right, the bald one.
He's been a voice actor for a lot of animated stuff.
Hey, I think Haley Law was in the Halo series.
Okay.
She was in Halo.
Yeah, he does a lot of he does Cyborg a lot. So he does a lot of
voice for sure. Yep.
Yeah. John Bernthal will officially return as Punisher in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Shout out to John Bernthal. I hope we get this many Luke Cage appearances after the after season 2.
Not happening.
They talking about Christian Ritter about to get a damn show. A show for Jessica Jones. We need another Jessica Jones.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I know. Oh, man, Mike, you better get your agent on that shit, or fire him. Get on your agent's ass right now. They talking about giving Christian Ritter another show.
Do we have any other information for Spider-Man Brand New Day?
I know that they were talking about maybe Steven Yeun being added. There were some rumors about Mr. Negative from the video games being included in this movie, which would be dope. Okay. Which would be dope as hell. Because if they go in Mr. Negative, then that's just another notch towards them introducing live action Miles. Gotta be.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotta be. That's the next part. That's the next part of that maturation if they're following, sticking closer to what the video game narrative is now, as opposed to what they said on the first 3 movies.
Yeah, facts. Chinese film studios are remaking and remastering martial art films using AI.
Yeah. This is crazy. So I just had it right here in front of me. Where'd it go? All right. So there's going to be over 100 films that they're doing this to. They include one starring Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, and Jet Li. John Woo's Better Tomorrow is being turned into the world's first AI-produced animated film. So AI remastered, let's see, some early Jackie Chan, like Who Am I? Like where he has the amnesia, and then he just start fighting people for some reason. It's the craziest fucking movie. This nigga don't remember himself. But some Jet Li stuff, some early on Jet Li stuff, like they gonna. So wait, this is what I'm. So are we talking about only their Chinese made stuff? Like, are we getting a remastered version of the one?
No.
Are you going to remaster Romeo Must Die?
No.
With Aaliyah in it?
No.
Those are kung fu movies, though.
They are. They absolutely are.
Like, I would love to see a remaster version of the one.
I think
Fearless. You can remaster Fearless.
I think doing this is not a bad idea until you say, hey, we're doing it with AI. Because if you make some of these movies into, like, anime, you give them new life. That's not that bad. But once you said you're doing it with AI, it's like, ugh.
So, would this skirt, if you have royalties vested in that project, is there any way that this would be able to skirt paying those royalties? Is my question. Because I don't think even them remastering it using AI shouldn't negate them still having to pay royalties on the project. You're just you're enhancing. You're not changing materially, right? So you still have to pay the people who are old. I feel like it's fine. It's fine. If you're not releasing it as a brand new product and trying to make your money separate from the people who are old money because of the product, then, all is well.
William Moloch said they're not paying nobody.
See, well, then now it's fucked. Yeah, now we got a problem, which I don't see that going far because Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee are still alive, and Jet Li are still alive, and they will sue the fuck out of these companies.
For sure.
If they didn't pay them. So I don't see the writers or directors going quietly off into the night while Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee get paid out the ass and they get nothing. So. Yeah. As long as everybody's still getting a piece, I would love to see some remastered versions of some old kung fu movies.
In anime form, I think that'd be dope.
Well, there's only one of them that's going to be in animated form. The other ones are they're just remastering, so it's still going to be live action. They're using AI to remaster.
I should have known that because you heard what they're doing with it, right? So they're actually going to have Jackie Chan and Jet Li come into this like studio room. They give them like a little piece, and then they actually act out.
This is bullshit.
They actually act out.
This is horseshit. This is not
the film, but they only have one take.
This is not going to happen.
They only have one take to do it.
Is this the Issa Rae Black Mirror episode?
Oh man!
And they're going to get stuck there and fall in love with AI.
They'll get stuck and fall in love with AI. Yeah, that's how it works.
Worst AI commercial ever.